about self-love rituals. And so I know I'm going to get some flack for this, but I don't care because I'm talking about things that you do to show your self-love. So I'm going to break them down into one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Eight things that you can create self love rituals. And so we're going to get into it. Self love rituals are rituals, things that you do that nourish your mind, body, and soul on a regular basis. Now, you do not have to do all of these things on a regular basis. However, I would advise you to choose some of them in each of the categories to do for yourself. You know, it's to me, it's self care in the highest. And so, the first one is morning rituals. And so, one of the things, and I can talk about this because I do this every single day. Matter of fact, I have my journal right here. And I was doing it this morning. And I actually am going to do some more when I get off because I have some things to say. So, gratitude journaling, you can start your day by writing down three things that you're grateful for. Now, for me, I choose a few more, but three things is a wonderful start because sometimes it takes a minute for your brain to start realizing that, you know, you're finding things to be grateful for. You know, because a lot of times we are not grateful for the little things. You know, like I'm grateful that I have clothes. You know, I'm grateful that I have a roof over my head. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you are looking for something else. Like you might want a better car, but be grateful for the car that you have. And so you want to find three things that you can be grateful for and do some gratitude journaling. Another thing within the morning rituals is affirmations. And that, to me, those all go hand in hand. And sometimes for me, I do them together. So sometimes I do the gratitude journaling and the affirmations at the same time. Now, one of the best ways to do affirmations, and I do this as well, is looking in the mirror and speaking positive affirmations to yourself. Ones that you create, ones that you make up that mean something to you. So don't be going saying stuff that you don't feel and it doesn't mean anything to you. Because as I have spoken before and as I have shared, Neville Goddard is one of the premier thought leaders back in the day. He said that the feeling is the secret. And so that is so true with affirmations. So if you're saying stuff that don't mean nothing to you, it's not going to work for you. So what you need to do is create ones that mean something to you. Look in the mirror and create ones that mean something to you. Angel, thank you for joining. And another thing to do in the morning is stretching or yoga. Now you want to do that as well. Carlos, thank you for joining. You want to do that as well. Gentle stretching, a short yoga session. You know, they have them right here on YouTube. 10-minute yoga sessions because I do those because I'm that person. You can also, you know, do yourself because what I started doing, I started just moving, you know, just when I get up in the morning, put on some music and move. And as I'm moving, do my affirmations, all of those things. And then I sit down and gratitude journal. I journal, write down three things that I'm grateful for. The second section of this is skincare and body care. So you want to treat yourself to a relaxing bath, essential oils, bath salts, candles. And these are things that really make you feel good. This is telling yourself that you love. Thank you. I appreciate you. This is telling yourself things that you love. You know, this is telling you that. Another thing is skincare routine. So pamper your skin. Like I have this lotion, this oil that I buy, and it's got 24 karat gold in the oil. And so I get it every now and again as a treat to myself because it's not cheap. But I like it. Thank you, Angel. I appreciate that. I like it and it makes me feel good. So that's one of the things that I go for. Another thing is a body massage. And I'm not talking about going to get another massage. Thank you. I'm not talking about going to get another massage, although that's a part of it. But this is like, you know, rubbing on yourself. You know, putting on that 24 karat oil or a special kind of lotion, you know, that makes you feel good because I bought that because I wanted to feel wealthy. And I thought if I wear 24 karat oil on my body, I'm going to feel wealthy. Plus, it does feel so good on your skin. And that's the truth, y'all. But that's something that you do. And I love to put it on and just massage. And you know what? This is reminding me I need to order me some. So maybe I'll order me some for Christmas. But I love that oil. It is amazing. The next section is creative expression. So start if you like to art, if you like to do crafts, if you like to paint. One of the things I told my husband I want us to do is go to a sip and paint, because I've never been to one. And I've been wanting to do it for years. And once I saw that there were, common things to do and available, then I was like, I want to do a sip and paint. So we haven't done it yet, but it's on our agenda and it's on our plate for next year. Um, and another thing that I like to do is, let me show you. Well, I don't have it right now. Okay, another thing I like to do is I like to color. I like to color. So I have a coloring book. I have some Crayola crayons, because y'all, if it's not Crayola, it's not color, it's not crayons. So I have me some Crayola crayons, and I have some coloring books, and sometimes I sit down and I color. And that is something that I enjoy. I also make earrings, not these. I make most ones that I wear, but today I decided to wear the big hoops. But I make earrings, and I make jewelry, and I infuse it with Reiki energy because I enjoy it. Like, it is so much fun to me. I can just sit and do it. My husband thinks it's work. He thinks I'm working, but I'm like, no, this is not work. It's fun. So another thing you can do is play your favorite music and dance. Dance like nobody is watching you. Just dance. I'm telling you, if you see me dance, you'll know that I dance just like that. And I love to go out dancing anyway. We're actually probably going to go out tomorrow night and dance. But you can do that at home. And I do. Sometimes I turn on the music, especially now that we got this big TV. I turn on the music and I just, get in my groove and I just dance. Because for me, music, it gets inside of me. Like, it goes in my body and in my bones and I feel it, And so that's what music is for me. Another thing is mindfulness and reflection. So make sure that you take a few minutes to meditate. 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Meditate. And meditation is not what you guys think it is. Meditation is just centering yourself. Just getting to a place, and you can do it doing anything. Like, I meditate washing dishes. Sometimes I meditate even writing, which is really weird, but I don't know. I know. But yeah, so anything. You can do walking meditations, and that brings me to nature walks. Take a mindful walk in nature, appreciating what's around you, looking at, the animals and the plants and the garden work and all the stuff. I like to do it at the beach because I like the beach. Because I love the sounds, I love the smells, I love it. And so that is what I do for my type of nature walking. Reading is another thing. Dive into a good book. Anytime, if you can dive into a good book, it will take you places. And I can say that because that is how I grew up. I grew up going all kind of places because I love to read, and I read all the time, and I read books over and over. We would go on a car trip, with my parents. We would go on a car trip, and I would take usually 2 books. And usually by the time we got back from the trip, I usually had already read both the books twice. Because I just enjoy reading like that. Another thing is nourishing your body. Eat healthy, y'all. Eat healthy. Eat healthy. Start eating better. Now, for me, I'm a Southern girl, so I love my sugar. So what I started doing in order to help myself eat healthy is just cutting back. Like, I didn't totally cut it out because I ain't there yet, but I cut back. So I don't eat nearly the sugar that I used to. Yeah, I think so. Hydration. Make sure that you drink plenty of water throughout the day. And then drink your teas. Like right now I have this tea that I bought, this herbal tea that I bought from a company called Upful Blends, I think it's called. And they have all kind of different teas for different things. This one is like a female blend because I'm, in menopause and shit. And so I buy the teas like that. And that to me is something that nourishes me. Evening rituals. So sometimes people do reflective journaling, write about what happened in the day, feelings, lessons learned, all this stuff. I don't do that because I just don't, but I do other things in the evening. I also meditate in the evening, and then I also do a body scan before I go to sleep. Before I go to bed, I do a body scan, and I just scan my body. Happy birthday! Happy birthday. That is what? The 21st. Happy birthday. Or you want me to do Stevie Wonder? Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. All right. Also, some people do wind down routines, like things that they do at bedtime. You know, like they read and they drink tea and they do some stretching and all of this stuff. You're so welcome. Thank you for joining and thank you for sharing. Um, but people do all kinds of stuff in order to wind down. Another thing you want to look at is emotional and mental care. So you want to speak to yourself kindly, you know, because so many people speak nasty and hateful, especially on the social media, y'all. I'm telling you, I have had to put so many people out of this room, and it's crazy because why? Why can't we just be kind? What is wrong with the world? Why we can't just be kind to each other? You want people to be kind to you, be kind to each other, to people. You know, so speak kindly to yourself. You know, and anything that comes up negative, I'm gonna tell you, arrest that thought. Arrest it. If it comes up negative, switch it immediately. I'm telling you, it works. Because I used to be like, oh, you know, I can't. Well, I already said it. It's already out. No, I'm already thinking. No, switch it. Shift it. I'm telling you, it will change your life. And the other thing that's going to help you with emotional and mental care is boundaries. Boundaries. Set and respect personal boundaries to protect your energy. I can't say that enough. It protects your energy when you set boundaries. You know, because people shouldn't just be walking willy-nilly in and out your life. You know, boundaries. And nobody should be able to tell you what the fuck to do. Boundaries. I did. I already did. I sang it to him. He said, thank you. Happy birthday to ya. And then acts of kindness. So random acts of kindness. When you do something nice for somebody, even if it's like a compliment. And I do this all the time. Thank you. I appreciate you. We do this all the time. Like I do it all the time. My husband is the same. Like we'll go in a store and we'll see somebody, and sometimes, you know, our intuition will tell us that they need some kindness in their life. And so we'll just say kind things. Like I'll give somebody a compliment. Women, men, everybody, anybody, I'll give them a compliment. You know, and it doesn't cost anything. But it's that act of kindness that also helps them, but it also helps you. You know what I mean? Because I feel better when I give it to them. You know, and sometimes you can look at people and tell they had a rough day, they had a rough life, you know, they had a rough year, because some of us have been through some shit in our lives. You know, and you can look at them, and if you just, you know, give them a kindness. Exactly. Just give them a kindness. Just say, you know what? I was, you know, you're such a sweet person. Or, you know what I love to do? I love to compliment women on like their clothes and their hair and stuff like that. I love to do that. I'm like, girl, you are wearing those shoes. You know, and I don't mean, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to covet them or anything like that. It's just a random act of kindness, and I feel good about doing it. And they feel good about receiving it, because sometimes people do not know how to receive. And that's in compliments, that's in gifts and money, in all kinds of ways. They don't know how to receive. You know, and I know this because I do know how to. My grandmother taught me when I was a teenager. I was about 15. And she taught me how to receive. And the thing she said was, sometimes receiving is not about you. It's about the other person. You know, because it may be something that God told them to do. And it may be their thing to say, okay, I'm going to be obedient. You know what I mean? You don't know. And so she said, when you don't receive, you block not only their blessings, but yours. So for me, I'm not blocking no blessings. I need all my blessings. So the other thing is treating yourself, self-gifting, treating yourself to something special, taking yourself out on dates. And I'm talking to my people, especially that are, you know, looking for a relationship and looking to you know, I call it be aligned to the love that you seek, because that is what you want to do. And, you know, and I understand that because I did it. That process for me, all by myself, I did it. And I'm here willing to help people that are in that space that want to do that. So I'm telling you, I did this. I took myself out on dates. I got divorced from my first husband of 20 years. And I didn't date anybody for like a year. Nobody. Didn't see anybody. Didn't date anybody. Nothing. Dated me. Ha! Got you, girl. keep watching, because I'm going to keep doing more, and I have other things, and I have actually a program I'm working on and a course as well, and I'm going to write, it's going to be a book. So all of those, it's going to be a book, a program, a course, and a program. So if you want to read the book, you can read the book. If you want to do the program, the course, you can do the course. And then if you want to do the program, of course, that is a higher level. However, that's what I'm working on. Matter of fact, my goal is to have it ready by the middle to the end of next month. Probably the middle of next month, I think. However, you know, the thing is I dated myself. I took myself out to dinner. I went to the sports bar. I like football and I like basketball. So I took myself out to the sports bar and, you know, got me a meal and got me a drink. Just me, no kids. Well, my kids were like almost grown by this time. I think we split up. They were 15 and 17. So, you know, my daughter was already working, and shit, I think my son was about to start working. So yeah, so they were already, so you know. But I would take myself out to dinner, and I would go to the sports bar and watch the game, get me a beer or a cocktail or something, and get me something to eat and chill out and relax. And I did this, just me by myself. And sometimes people would come and join me when I was at the restaurant or something, you know, but I went alone because I needed to be with me. I needed to love me. And then I did so much mirror work. I did mirror work like I don't know. That's why I know mirror work. You're right. I have met some really good people. I met a guy that I kind of saw for a little while too. We were just casuals, you know. It was like, you know, when we felt like, you know, if we were feeling each other this particular month, we would be like, oh girl, you know, boy, let's hook up, you know, whatever. We might go out to dinner, or we might, you know, go dance or whatever. And then, you know, so yeah, yeah, but yeah, I just took time. And that was the thing. A lot of people are in such a rush. You get out of one situationship and then you're jumping right into another one. And what happens a lot of times, and this is what I see, you jump from one to the other one, but it's the same one. You could have just stayed with the other one. You know, I'm telling you, it's crazy when I see it. And I know why it is. It's because, you know, you haven't healed from this other shit. And I'm telling you, I took that time. I went to therapy. You know, I took myself on trips, you know, and at that time I didn't have a lot of money because I worked all the time too. But when I got off, I would take like 2 days and go to the beach and spend the night and, you know, stuff like that. So I did these things for myself. And then I started really learning how to treat me and how I wanted to be treated, because that was a part of the thing with us. Like, he just did not know how to fucking treat me. He didn't know how to talk to me. I would have to cuss his ass out on a regular basis. He didn't know how to talk to me. He didn't know how to treat me. And he was a cheater. And so those were things that I knew that I did not want again. I didn't want another cheater. I didn't want nobody to try to talk to me any kind of way, you know, because I actually was at a place where if I didn't go get counseling, I was going to take him out off this planet. I was going to take him off. That was the rage that I had with that situation. So I went to counseling for that reason. Right. Stressful, stress the hell out. So anyhow, I'm going to get off here. Make sure that you guys like, share, and subscribe. And also follow me on TikTok at Intuitive Tammy as well. There I go live and I do readings and healings and messages from spirit, sometimes messages from heaven. Sometimes those ladies and men come through. So definitely. And Chelsea, reach out. Reach out. My email is in the about section on the channel. So you can send me an email, or you can message me on any of those other platforms where you can message, or you can always comment. You know, once this video goes up, you can comment, and I can reach out to you if that's what you want. But we can have a chat, a conversation, or whatever. Like I said, I am definitely here because this was what I went through. And I want to help other people not have to go like I did. God bless you. And have a wonderful rest of your day. I may see y'all tomorrow, but it might be Sunday because I am going out of town tomorrow. Not far, like a couple hours, but I'm going to get my house and see my kiddo. And so anyway, I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Love you. Thank you. I'm excited because my husband said it's like the worst travel day of the year, but we're gonna try to get up early and just go. You know, go early in the morning and not be wait until late in the day like everybody else. But it's only like, I think it's about a 3-hour trip for us. So hopefully Everything will be smooth. Again, thank you. I appreciate you. Love you. Bye.